from historic Fenway Park in Boston, the Show has an AL East matchup. It's the New York Yankees and the Boston Red Sox. First pitch coming at you right after the break. Just a little bit away from first pitch. Today's starting pitcher, it's Walker Buehler. And Singy, we were talking earlier about how he's doing a great job navigating through tough spots.
Well, what quickly stands out to me for this guy is that he comes in with a 3-to-1 strikeout to walk ratio on the season. So when you consider consistency, the ability to get swings and misses, and to limit base runners, that's critical in winning games today, especially when teams are depending on the big swing, the home run, to win ball games.
Trent Grisham, the leadoff batter, as he swings through it for strike one.
First pitch, 2011.
And that one sliced foul. Swing and a bouncer out to short. And the first out of the game is an easy one. As we take a look now at the New York Yankees lineup. It features a great veteran presence, Paul Goldschmidt.
Well, Boog, there aren't many guys who have a flair for the big moment like he does. I mean, batting over 400 with runners in scoring position. Are you kidding me? I know it's not guaranteed or an automatic, but I hope we get to see him in a close, late-game situation with runners in scoring position and just see, is he truly a machine or not?
Ben Rice in the box here lets that one go for a ball.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. With that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
Buehler turns, kicks, fires. And it's fouled away. Next pitch is downstairs. One out, base is empty. To third. Throw over to Toro. 2 quick outs at the top of the first here tonight.
Batting third, first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt.
Now it's Goldschmidt up to the plate. Hit in the air, left field, Duran. He's got it, and that is that. Yanks nothing. Red Sox coming to bat. Major League Baseball is on the show. And we're back. And on the mound now, Carlos Rodon.
Well, this guy's just been filthy out there on the mound. Hitters batting under 200 against him, and they're just having a hard time squaring up anything, doing any type of damage. The only way he hurts himself is if he gives up the free passes and surrenders a rare home run. But outside of that, it's going to be a tough job for the opposing lineup today.
Jarren Duran, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball one. Rodon ready. Here comes. Swings through that one.
1 ball, 1 strike.
The next offering misses. Out. And it's 2-1. Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
Well, and those hitters' counts sometimes can be a little too aggressive, and a good pitcher will play off of that. He's got to get a better pitch to hit.
Stays alive. And there's a ball. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
Man aboard, and here is Devers. And the first offering is not close. Snap throw to first. Back in safe, really close. Next offering is in for a strike. In the air, pretty deep out to center field. And it's caught for the out.
Batting third, first baseman.
As we check out the lineup for the Boston Red Sox. Someone who makes things happen for them, in part with his legs, Ceddanne Rafaela.
And Boog, you and I were talking about him before the game. He's got good speed, and if you watch him in this game, he's that type of guy that's very smart. He doesn't have this just eye-popping speed, but he knows how to use it, and he's very intelligent on the base pass to get to the next base, to get around the bases, and ultimately score runs.
Abraham Toro, batting with one down, takes a strike. Runner on the go. Pitch misses inside. Safe at second, and that was not close.
I think that steal kind of sets the tone, not just for this game, but for the entire series. First inning, game one, so that kind of tells me they're going to be aggressive on offense and try to force the issue whenever they can.
Runner at second here, one gone. Here's the pitch. Runner goes again. That's in for a strike. Throw to third, and he's out.
Thought he might have a chance to swipe third successfully right there when he got a good jump from second. But it was such a great throw. Quick tag to cut him down.
Two outs. Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. And it's in time for the third out, so that'll end the inning. Scoreless after one. Back here in Boston, here's Cody Bellinger. Walker Buehler will go back to work and immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
That one outside, and the count is 1-1. Time to check on our umpires. Earl Hendricks calling balls and strikes.
Yeah, well-liked umpire, Boog. Pretty consistent with his zone, so if you're familiar with him and how he works, you won't get too surprised by anything. Sometimes he'll give a little bit off the corner, but nothing too crazy at all.
Line drive, caught.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
Jason Dominguez digs in now. Just missed. Buehler deals. And that is out of play. Second inning here, no score. Next one misses. Now 2 balls and a strike.
2-1.
Foul ball. Buehler winds and fires. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Here's the shortstop at the play, Anthony Volpe. Pop foul out of play off to the right. Two down, nobody on. The shortstop takes the ball. Next offering upstairs.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Just off the inside edge.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
That's a strike.
Count is full.
Good plate appearance there. Able to take the walk. And that's their first base runner of the game.
Well, 2-out walks are never good, especially when you're trying to get back into that dugout. But he's still in a good spot. He's just got to refocus and deal with the bottom of this order.
Yeah, that's fouled off. Volpe off of first with 2 away. Swing and a miss. That is strike 2.
Man, he was
ball,
really
2
tardy
strikes.
on that fastball. Great job of setting him up by throwing the curveball. Add some velocity to it on the next pitch. Can't catch up.
And that's a strikeout looking. Fastball at the letters, throws him for strike 3. The Yanks lead 1. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. And we're back here at Fenway Park, bottom of the second. And now it's the catcher for the Red Sox, Carlos Narvaez. Rodon back to work. Just missed. Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike.
1-1.
Center field. Grisham is there, makes the catch.
Batting fifth, right fielder, Roman.
Roman Anthony getting ready to hit. First offering, and it just misses. Smoked on the ground a second. In plenty of time to first, and there's 2 away. Trevor Story comes up to the plate. He's already set a new career best for stolen bases in a season, Chris. Oh, he doesn't get the call. And that's ball 1.
That's a really good take right there. Slider down and in. Very difficult to get on the same plane and do anything with.
Way high.
Ball. 2-0.
That one finds the zone. 2-1 now.
Cold night tonight, Boog, and that's a pretty firm fastball right there. I tell you what, memories of getting jammed, they are creeping into my mind right now.
And delivers outside. And strike 2.
Full count.
That's to third. On to first. And Story is out. And that's the 3rd out. Red Sox go down quietly. We'll move to the third with no score. All set for the start of the inning. And stepping in for the Yankees, Pablo Reyes. Reyes starting as the designated hitter in the 8th spot in today's lineup. And he was born in the Dominican Republic. And that one fouled off. And that one is lifted in the air. And no one can get to it. It's a foul ball. Went with the sweeper, but it misses.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Now a high fly ball out to left center. Rafaela under this one. Hauls it in, and there's one away.
Batting ninth, third baseman
Oswald Peraza stepping in now for the Yankees. That's in there. It's 0-1. Top of the third, no score. Strike 2.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
0-2.
One down, base is empty.
That's the ball.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
Grisham in now. Takes ball 1 off the plate. That misses, and now 2-0. On the ground, right side. Throw over to Toro, and that'll do it. Nothing doing here this half. We head down to the home half of inning number 3. No score. Back now at Fenway. And now here is Marcelo Meyer.
baseman, number 39.
Just
No,
missed.
that missed. That's the ball.
Rolled softly, but that goes foul.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
I guess you throw it that hard,
1-2.
you can get away with locations like that right down the middle. But I still think it's a dangerous
2-2.
pitch. Don't want to do it again.
And the lefty kicks, delivers. Not close with that one. Full count now. It feels like we might be headed towards a rain delay if the weather doesn't ease up, Chris.
Yeah, the umpiring crew are going to pay attention to how the weather is impacting this game. And the moment it becomes dangerous, I think, is the moment we'll be forced to take a break.
Well, I love to see guys compete, and I know he's frustrated that he wasn't able to do anything with that pitch. You see it so well, but you have to respect the upper 90s velocity. Man, it is hard to catch up to.
Christian Campbell in the box now. No balls and a strike. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Rodon ready. The 0-2 on the way. That's down and in. A slider missed. Strike three, and that's 2 in a row.
Wow, that's a tough call for the hitter, but the pitcher will take that all day long. Not quite in the strike zone, but he found a spot that the umpire is going to, at least for now, allow him to get that call. So hitters are going to have to make an adjustment, but pitchers are going to learn from those things and really try to exploit them if they can.
Cedar Rafaela up next for the Red Sox. And that one almost hit him. Two out, space is empty. Fought off foul. That clips the corner.
He's gotten into a really good rhythm, set down 7 in a row. He just wants to get the baseball and deliver it as quickly as possible.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Down in order go the Red Sox, and we are still scoreless. On to the 4th, down the number 2 hitter, Ben Rice. It really feels like we might be running out of time before a rain delay is called. This rain is not letting up.
Yeah, and if we do get a delay, the unfortunate thing is the clock's going to start ticking on these pitchers, and they won't be able to keep their arms warm forever if it's a long break, and going to have to exit this game a little early.
Cut on and miss. Struck him out. He's notched 4 strikeouts now.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
Goldie, the next to hit, takes ball 1. 4th inning underway, no score. Liner snagged it first. Here comes Cody Bellinger. 0 for 1 so far. That one finds the zone. 0-1. 2 down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. Close, but called the ball. And now it's even 1-1. Missed inside with the curve. And that's with the swing. It's a strikeout. Down in order go the Yankees. And we're still knotted at 0. Bottom 4, now batting Jarren Duran.
If there's nobody on in front of him, a single for him many times is a double. This guy is off to the races, ready to steal a bag when he's on first base.
And that one upstairs, ball 1. Swinging a foul straight back.
Pretty good pitch to take a pass at in a 1-0 count. Just not able to square it up.
The 1-1 is fouled off. The 1-2. And that's down and away.
2-2.
Battling here as he fouls it away. And a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. And they have their first base runner since the first inning. Devers now. Step off throw to first, and he dives back in safely. That one close, ruled a ball. Ball one.
One ball, no strikes.
Nobody out, runner at first. And a pitch out, but nothing going on. Rodon sets and deals. That catches the top part of the zone. That's strike one. Swing and a miss. Chased it out of the zone.
With two strikes, may see some movement over there at first base. Trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Got him swinging. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill.
And he'll be beating himself up on the way back to the dugout. Got a pitch to hit and just couldn't get to it. I think that slider really caught way more of the plate than it was supposed to.
So stepping in for Boston, Abraham Toro. He's 0 for 1. Runner on the move. Pitch is high. Throw to second. Ow!
That goes to show you stealing a base is a tough thing to do and far from a sure thing, even with big-time speed. It's not easy to catch him, but that was a great catch and throw. Quick, not rushed, and accurate.
All tied up. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Outside with a breaking ball.
Back-to-back breaking pitches away, you get the feeling as a hitter that the pitcher's afraid of you, that he doesn't want to challenge you. So I think the confidence level is raised right here.
That's ball 4. Tried another fastball, but missed the spot.
4 pitches. That's an easy walk, man. He could have walked me right there, Booth. The last one wasn't even close.
2 outs, runner at first. And stepping in for Boston, Carlos Narvaez. 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. In there at the knees, and it's 0-1.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
Swing and a foul out of play. Toro off of first with 2 away. And that one cutting but missing down low. And that's off the inside edge. And it's 2-2. And that one missing inside a sharp slider.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
2 outs. And he can't come up with it. Still fires to first. Bang, bang play, and the inning is over. And the Red Sox leave 1. Still no score. Back inside Fenway Park, top 5, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton. And leading it off, Jason Dominguez. Buehler back to work. Swing and a line drive, and that one's a base hit out of the left center field. So a man on base to start the inning.
First pitch swinging, went up there with a plan to be aggressive. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
Go-ahead run on base. Anthony Volpe now at the plate. Walked his first time. And that one's a little bit low. And it's 1-0. Runner at first with no outs here. Slides, but he can't come up with it. Lead runner to second, so 2 on and nobody out.
2 consecutive base hits for this team. Just a simple ground ball the other way. They've had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole. A chance now to take the lead, and at this point in the game, that could be a deciding run.
First and second, no outs. Here's the Yankees catcher now, J.C. Esquera. That one is absolutely belted. And no one can get there. Heading for the plate. He will score, and they take the lead. A second scores as well, and they take a 2-run lead.
Well, he was a little off balance. He got the front foot down, but was so great at keeping the hands back and allowed him still to get good wood to this baseball. Big one there as he drives in a couple of runs.
Pablo Reyes stands in. Fly to center his first time. That one ripped. Duran going back. And it bangs off the monster. Esquera around third. He'll score.
4 hits in a row, and they're really swinging it here. Just about got it out of here down the line to left. So I'm sure he wishes he could have put a little more behind it, but he's got to feel good about that missile off the wall.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. And up next for New York, Oswald Peraza. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. What about the fans at Fenway? Would they let you have it from time to time?
They're definitely intelligent baseball fans, which is awesome. They're not waiting for something to happen. They can smell a big inning or anticipate a situation setting itself up.
Boston's bullpen with some activity. Garrett Crochet appears to be getting loose. Bernardino warming up as well. And a foul ball.
One thing I found that was very cool was making a great play to end the inning and running off the field and getting a standing ovation, even at times when you're not a player on their team. As long as you're not winning, they will celebrate and applaud a great play on the field. These fans here, they love and respect baseball.
The 2-2. Just off the outside part of the plate.
We got a full count.
Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Yankees up by 3. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Man at second. Swing and a ball popped in the air. And it falls. Reyes coming home. Fires it to the plate. He will score. And they lead by 4. Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. Walker Buehler will depart. Just never found his groove. Wasn't able to settle in. New arm coming on. Back in a moment. New pitcher for the Red Sox, Garrett Crochet.
Well, he's been excellent against left-handed hitters this year, and that's his first test. This looks like a good move to the pin in terms of the matchup.
So the lineup flips over. Now here's Trent Grisham, 0 for 2 in this one. And that one fouled off.
So, Boog, you went to college in this town. What was it like for you being a college student and having the opportunity to bounce over here to Fenway Park and see some games?
Yeah, in fact, 1990, a couple of college classmates and I, we were in college. We bought standing room tickets, and then the next night got a chance to see the Red Sox clinch the East against the White Sox in that sliding catch in the corner by Tom Brudansky. The Red Sox would end up losing to the Oakland A's in the playoffs, but that's one of the things that I'll think about in terms of memories from going to college and going to Fenway. 4 runs already in the frame, and we're in the top of the 5th. Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. The high heat, too much on that one.
That's tough. You see it well. I mean, that was clearly up and out of the strike zone, but that's one of the hardest things. You know, when you see a pitch out of the hand at eye level, that discipline to remember, I can't hit that pitch. If I can.
Oh, they got him leading. He's out.
I think the base runner was trying to catch him off guard, perhaps looking to steal right away, and wasn't ready to get back to first. Nice pickoff move by the pitcher.
Foul ball there. That one pushed to the left and foul. The changeup missing. Going to count 1 and 2. Runs it up to 96 to record the punch out. So they move out in front after a 4-run outburst. Last half of the 5th coming up. The Yankees 4 and the Red Sox nothing. We head to the bottom of the 5th. So stepping in for Boston, Roman Anthony. And he takes a strike.
You know, these Red Sox need to bring up the quality of their at-bats and specifically their swings. They're trying to find ways to drive the ball with some authority, but it's just not happening for them so far. 0 extra base hits in the game, so it's been tough for them to get anything going.
And that one almost got him. Fouls it off, still 1 and 2.
Sometimes you have to keep chipping away until you break through, but it's a lot easier to put runs on the board when you have runners in scoring position because they put themselves there.
Swings and misses, and that's 6 Ks for him in this one.
Wow, just great bite to that slider. Broke hard out of the zone, and he just couldn't hold up the swing. You know, as a hitter, that pitch is really hard to take, and there's just not much you can do with it. You know that, but you don't want to get rung up by the umpire.
Story batting for the 2nd time, and that's strike 1. Swing and a high fly ball right field. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. Out number 2.
Number 39.
2 outs, base is empty. And next for the Red Sox, Marcelo Meyer. He was a strikeout victim his first time. And a breaking ball misses outside.
Oh, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through 1 more inning, anything after that, a hitter or 2 is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
That misses. 2 and 1. And a foul ball.
Looking sharp, just a strike away from 5 shutout innings.
2 down, nobody on. That one hit to right. And that's the inning. He continues to roll on the mound as 5 shutout innings are in the books. The Yankees 4 and the Red Sox nothing. Back here at Fenway, and now the first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt. Goldie goes 6 feet 3 inches, over 1,000 runs batted in his career, and he was drafted in the 8th round back in 2009. And first offering is fouled off. A little out front there as he swings through it.
0-2. That's a ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Swings and misses, struck him out.
You usually are going to see that inside fastball a little longer coming in from the opposite side, but that pitch really got in on him right there. I mean, that's a well-thrown pitch. Tough to do anything with that in terms of getting the hands through and the sweet spot of the bat to the baseball.
Bellinger in the box for the 3rd time today as he takes that one off the plate. Base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
Man at first. Now it's the switch hitting outfielder, Jason Dominguez.
That's the ball. 1-0.
Man at first, 1 away.
Yeehaw!
And 1-2. Now snap throw to first. Bellinger dives back. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. Got him looking. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today.
Well, he froze him with a great fastball right on the corner. It's kind of like bowling when you think the ball's going to get into the gutter, and somehow it just hangs onto that edge and knocks down a pin. Well, he got the outside corner of the plate and got that called 3rd strike.
And the batter will be the shortstop, Anthony Volpe.
A walk, and he's also singled.
Bellinger goes. Pitch in for a strike. Throw to second. Out at second. That ends the inning.
The catcher definitely looked ready for that stolen base attempt. Got in position quickly, and a strike down to second base to end the inning.
Back here at Fenway Park, now it's the second baseman, Christian Campbell.
Second baseman, Christian Campbell.
And first offering is fouled off. That's to third, Peraza. Whips it across. Leadoff man retired in the 6th.
Now batting. Rafaela.
And stepping in for Boston, Cedar Rafaela struck out looking his first time. And that's in for a strike. 0-1.
0-1.
He swings and fouls one off. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. And now the lineup turns over with one away.
Up next for the Red Sox, left fielder.
Now here's the Red Sox leadoff hitter, Jarren Duran. He's 2 for 2. Singy, you got to appreciate a guy who's this good defensively. I mean, watching him track balls in the outfield, it is beautiful. So how much does his speed factor into his ability to go get it?
It's heartbreaking for the hitter because off the bat, he thinks this ball is going to get down. Because of that speed and the ability to make up so much ground, he enters the picture and breaks a guy's heart.
Over to first, safe.
Tough play right there. Didn't really have enough time to set his feet and make a strong, accurate throw. Had to rush it, but he got it off, and he got it there in time to get that out at second base.
Rafael Devers up to hit. And ball
That's
one.
out.
There's one guy that I can think about, Boog, who started as a third baseman, Alex Gordon, and then became an elite perennial gold glover out in left field for the Kansas City Royals. But he's a guy, when you watch him play, you would imagine that that's all he ever played in his life was the outfield.
That's in there. And it's 1-1. Yeah, some guys just have instincts, right? I mean, that's the way it goes. We talk about Larry Walker, the Hall of Famer, and his instinct on the bases, despite the fact that he didn't play a ton of baseball as a kid. Remember Mark Kotsay was a real good defensive outfielder. Good instincts, not great speed. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Picks up strikeout number 7. One left for the Red Sox. They're on the short end of a 4-0 score. New inning getting started, and stepping in for the Yankees, Anthony Volpe.
Yeah, and I figured you would get Kotsay into this because you had a free dinner at his house the other night.
That is true. That one's upstairs,
1-0.
ball 1. Now 1-1. In the air, right side, Anthony. Makes the grab, one down.
Now batting, number 25.
And next for New York, J.C. Esquera. Now fly ball to right center. Rafaela has a beat on it. And there are 2 down.
Now batting, designated hitter Pablo Reyes.
2 down, base is empty. Now up as the Yankees DH, Pablo Reyes. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Out to short. The throw to first. Third out. So the Yanks go in order. They lead 4-0. Back here in Boston, set for the last half of the 7th. Now at the plate, Abraham Toro.
This pitcher's done a good job of disrupting the hitter's timing with the mix of pitches and changing speeds. You want to keep that front foot inconsistent for the batter. Their swings are hesitant, and that's exactly what you want on the mound.
In the air on the infield, Rice. Squeezes it. And there's one away.
Well, that's a frustrating into the at-bat for the hitter right there. I mean, that pitch was right down the middle. I think he got a little too excited, came out of his mechanics, and instead of driving that ball somewhere, he popped it up. Unfortunate for him.
That one fouled off.
Well, timing is the key to great hitting, and right now that door is still locked. They haven't been able to figure out pitch sequences, and it's impacting them across the board.
There's a strike. Base is empty, one away. Here at the bottom of the seventh. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Strikeout number 8.
Oh, really went aggressive in with that slider. Good two-strike pitch right there. At worst-case scenario, it's weak contact in play. Exactly where he and the catcher wanted it.
Anthony now at the plate as he swings through strike one.
And it really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
1 and 2's the count.
Next pitch is outside.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Two outs. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Line drive. He's got it, and that'll end the inning. Red Sox go down 1-2-3. They're down 4-0.
Now pitching.
Brennan Bernardino on to pitch here.
Well, I got to think he probably has a little extra in the tank facing his former team, and there's not a player in the league that doesn't get a little extra motivation when he plays against his old squad.
Peraza leading things off and takes a strike. And that one hammered. Going back. Pulls it in on the warning track. Now it's Trent Grisham to the plate.
0 for 3 in this one.
First pitch misses. The Red Sox with some bullpen action. Zach Kelly, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. Whitlock getting cranked up as well. On the ground to third. Sends it to first. That takes care of Grisham.
Up next for the Yankees, second baseman Ben Rice.
2 outs, base is empty. And now Ben Rice, 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
No balls, 1 strike.
Hammered down the right side, but foul. 2 down, nobody on, and we're in the top of the 8th. Can't connect on the curveball, struck him out. 1-2-3 go the Yankees, but they lead it 4-0. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Ian Hamilton. He's pitching on 2 days rest. Here's Trevor Story now. The Red Sox in striking distance, but have some work to do.
Boog, it starts with the leadoff man. I need a good at-bat out of him right here.
And that drops in for a strike.
0-1.
Slider misses outside.
That's a ball. 2-1.
Swings through that one out in front that time.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand, looks so good. And then by the time it gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. Slider got him for strike 3.
Well, when you throw the same pitch back to back, that's how you want to do it. Set him up in the strike zone, then extend a little bit from there and see if you can get him to chase. Nicely done with the slider right there.
Meyer in the box again, takes a strike. Movement in the Yankees pen. Yerry De Los Santos getting loose out there for Aaron Boone. The Yankees leading by 4 here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Next offering is fouled back. Got him looking. That's a strikeout.
Well, that's a pitch, that slider from an opposite-handed pitcher that you usually see very well, but for some reason he didn't pick it up, and it just kind of got into the strike zone late. Gave up on it a little bit early.
Campbell stands in now and watches strike 1. Two down, nobody on. Up the middle, jumps, throws, and that's a nice play to end the inning. So they go quietly there through 8 full. The Yankees 4 and the Red Sox nothing. And welcome back to the ballpark. All set to start the 9th in this one. And here's the first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt. Bernardino back to work. Bernardino in his 2nd season, he features a sinker, a curve, a cutter, and he works in a slider. Next offering is fouled back. And down on strikes. And a strikeout for the first out here in the 9th. 1 down. There comes Cody Bellinger. 1 for 3. There's the strike.
There it was. 0-0. Here it is. Hit it. He gets a take. Gets ahead in the count.
Outside low. And the count even 1-1. Slashed foul down the right side. That'll hook off into the seats. Base is empty, one away here at the top of the ninth. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. One down, base is empty. Foul ball left side, he'll see another.
Pitcher having a pretty tough time getting that swing and miss. Third foul ball in a row.
And a ball and 2 strikes. And they'll do it again. Hard hit, right side. Gets it to first. 2 up, 2 down. Two down, base is empty. Jason Dominguez stepping in now for the Yankees. A switch hitter batting right. Swing and a miss. It's 0-1.
0-1.
Ball one there. Misses the zone and he gets him to chase.
I wouldn't say the game's close right now, but it's not out of reach either. And these guys really need to put up a 0 on the board just to maintain a little hope.
That one almost got him.
2-2. Ball. We got a full count.
Outside, and that is ball 4.
Well, a breaking ball in that 3-2 count kind of tells you that that's the pitch he has the most confidence in right now. Just couldn't find the strike zone.
Now it's the shortstop, Anthony Volpe. And that's outside. Misses again, 5 in a row.
2-0.
Swing and a base hit. They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs.
Number 25.
J.C. Esquera stepping in now for the Yankees. Off the mark there. 1-0. Two on, 2 outs. Falling behind 2-1.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
That just misses. 3-1. And that'll load the bases.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
Up next.
Manager out of the dugout now, and he'll make a move to dip into the Red Sox bullpen. Brennan Bernardino out of the game, and he leaves with the bases loaded, so he'll look for some help from his teammate coming in behind him.
Now pitching.
Zach Kelly will take over here. He last pitched 2 days ago. Pablo Reyes stepping in now for the Yankees. Pitch misses, and that's ball one.
1-0.
Bases loaded, 2 down. In the air, right field. Anthony makes the grab, and that is that. So they load the bases on just one hit, but can't get anyone across. And 9-1-2 scheduled to lead off the bottom of the ninth. The Yankees 4 and the Red Sox nothing. All set for the bottom of the ninth. Here's the center fielder, Cedar Rafaela. And first offering is fouled off. Now, Red Sox fans are frustrated, no question. Swings through that one for strike 2.
0-2.
Next offering is downstairs. Stays alive. Got it. That K is his third of the game. Jaron Duran up next for the Red Sox. And takes low for ball one. And another ball.
2-0.
The Red Sox down by 4 near the last half of inning number 9.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
Here in the bottom of the 9th, 1 out. Rafael Devers up next for the Red Sox. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a flyout. First pitch doesn't find the zone. That's down and in.
Last 2 pitches have been down in the zone. Pitcher clearly trying to get that ground ball double play. But in this count, he's going to have to give in, elevate his pitches, and get back into this at bat.
Next offering is fouled back. Right through there for a strike. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Got him looking for the K. Only 1 out left for the Red Sox.
Well, he's going to have some thinking to do when he leaves the ballpark after this one. That was his 3rd strikeout, and this one looking, obviously, so he's been a little overmatched. He's got to find a way just to be more competitive up there at the plate.
Toro stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball. 2 balls, no
That's the
strikes
ball.
to count.
Outside.
And that's outside.
Ball.
Three-0 down. And a strike in there.
Clearly taking all the way there in that 3-0 count. It was a cookie right down the middle. 3-2, 2 out, runner on
Count is
first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitters got to stay focused on the pitch.
The Red Sox down to their final strike.
That's
So
ball
now
4.
2
Take your
on
base.
and 2 outs.
Not what he wanted to do there, Boog. That keeps this inning alive and gives this offense a good chance to cut into their deficit.
And here comes the Yankees manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. Ian Hamilton departs, and the line not closed on him yet as he's responsible for the runners on base. Back with a new pitcher after this.
Now pitching.
Devin Williams on to try and close it out.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
First and second, 2 outs. Carlos Narvaez up next for the Red Sox. 0 for 3. A fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. Misses
No, that
just
missed.
off
That's a
the
ball.
outside edge. I think that was a strike. And the next pitch is way outside.
He's clearly trying to work him away here. Both pitches off the plate. If you really want to put the ball in play, you're going to have to stay back and drive it to the opposite field.
Sends it to center, and that's going to do it. He's got it. Ball game. The Yankees use 3 pitchers to combine for the shutout.
After 4 wins in a row, you start to think a little bit that you're on a roll, and that's the momentum that just takes on a life of its own. Players start hitting up and down the lineup. Never know who's going to come up with the big hit, who's going to come out of the bullpen and get the big outs, but it's a good feeling, and you want to extend it.